I just want to take a minute and talk about the power of a small business, and reach out to some people, especially today's youth. Not that I'm old by any means. I'm 29 years old, and I want to talk about the power of a small business and how there's no better feeling than being in complete control of your future as an individual, and that you can start a business. It's 100% possible if that's what you want to do, and that's what you put your mind to. You can do it. I did it. If I did it, you can do it. It can be quite a process, in the way that it takes time to get to a point where maybe you have a job that you're at right now, and maybe you can't quit that job because you rely solely on that income. You may have to start small, and it might take a while before you can quit that full-time job that you have now, and that's quite a stressful process, because you have to work your full-time job and then start your business on the side. So it's and even starting a business on the side as a part-time gig is really a full-time gig, because everything involved with the business is essentially your responsibility. So it may take some time, but the persistent ones, they make it, and you can't give up. There will be hard times. There will be very hard times. Me personally, I have a outdoor care company in northern Michigan. I do commercial snow removal in the winter and tree removal in the summer. I do mow a few lawns. There's really no money in mowing lawns. It's more of I do it just for a monthly paycheck to help keep the lights on, because the majority of my money comes from snow plowing in the winter, and then the tree jobs. You can have a really good week one week and then not even do anything the next week. It just really depends. I'm still gaining traction up here for tree removal in the summer, because a lot of people, if I want to reach people that want to start a landscape style business, or any business, because when it comes right down to the business aspect of it, business is business. So if you want to start a outdoor care company, just know that there's not a ton of money in mowing lawns. Guys do it because it's a steady, you know exactly how much money you're going to get. It's either a weekly lawn that you get paid a set amount every week, so you know that 4 times a month, times that amount per week, you're going to have that amount of money. If it's bi-weekly, you get paid twice a month. It's just, exactly how much money you're going to have coming in, and that's kind of a good feeling as well. There's not a lot of money in the mowing, but it is steady money. I'll just tell you a little bit how I got started. I started my company in 2008, and I had quite a few setbacks. And then in 2011, my wife got accepted into nursing school. And at that point, I was kind of doing my thing, and I wasn't really making that great of money, and she couldn't work anymore because she needed to go to nursing school full time. So I decided to put my business on the back burner and go get a full-time job, which happened to be a farm job, so I could have a steady paycheck to get her through school. Fast forward 2014, when she graduated, she got a job, and it was my turn to kind of do what I wanted to do. And so I was still working at the farm at the time, and I started taking on more snow removal accounts. At that time, it was mostly residential, just a couple commercial. And it got to the point where when it snowed, I wasn't just showing up late to work. I couldn't even go to work at all that day because I had so much work to do. So me and the farm parted ways, and at that point, I hit the ground running, and I started out with a 1999 GMC pickup with a plow on it that was the old Western, 20 plus years old. It was actually handed down from my father. All my years of growing up, it was actually on my father's truck, and then that truck ended up dying, and we ripped the plow off it and took that to the scrapyard, and the plow was just sitting there. So I put it on my 99 GMC, and I started plowing, and that was so I started in 2008, but really I started in 2014. This is kind of the way I'll put it. And so in 2014, I went into the winter with that one truck, just a couple accounts, and now here we are, 2017, and I have 4 trucks and a front end loader that we do snow removal with. I wouldn't say I'm a large operation. I would say it's a pretty good size operation for the city that I'm in, but very small scale compared to other operations in other cities. So the point here is that persistence pays off, and in my business, you always hear everybody and their brother has a plow truck, and everybody and their brother wants to get into the outdoor service. Well, yes and no. If you're serious about it like I am, there's a lot more to it than just having a plow truck. You got the employees, you got the insurance, you got the liability, you got all kinds of stuff that's above and beyond just your average guy that has just a plow truck. So, and I do see every year there's usually a new company or two that pop up in town that don't make it. And as sad as it is, I don't know what their circumstances are, but that's good for me. But the persistence is what really pays off. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of financial struggles, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of I don't know where I'm going to get the money to buy this, or to how am I going to fix this truck that's broke. And back in the days of just 1 or 2 trucks, you relied 100% on those 1 or 2 trucks, and if one of them went down, your whole world crumbled around you, and you need to figure out how to get that thing going immediately. Either you do the work yourself, which I try to do most of the work myself because it's expensive to take to a mechanic, or you take it to a mechanic and you plead to them, I know you're busy, I know that you have a line of cars out here that need fixed, but I need this thing done like yesterday. I rely on it, and sometimes they'll bump you to the front of the line, sometimes they won't. But basically what I'm trying to say is you can start a business, and this is a country that we live in, that we are free to do whatever we desire to do, and being trapped at a dead-end job is not the American dream. And I say dead end, and I don't even really mean dead end. I just mean, if you work at a factory, or if you work at really anywhere, a lot of places they have you max out. You hit a cap, and you're not going to get paid any more than that. And that, to me, is just unacceptable. I'm not talking down to those people. Those people they usually have good benefits, where when you're self-employed, you don't have benefits unless, you just don't have benefits because you're the owner of the company. The only reason that I have insurance is because my wife is a nurse. If she wasn't, then I would either have to buy it outright, or hopefully she had a job that offered insurance. So there's a lot of pros and cons and ups and downs of small business, but initially, at the end of the day, I'm in control of my future, my family's future, and financially what happens with my family. If I need more money, I go find more work. Somebody that's at a job that punches a clock, if they need more money, one, they're kind of screwed, or they pay down some debt, and then they can maybe have a little bit more money. Or a lot of times people dip into their 401ks, which isn't a good situation. It's just, if I need something, so we're going into springtime here, and there's some things that I want. I'm gonna hit the pavement running, and I'm gonna try to sell more tree jobs. More tree jobs means more money. It's just that simple. Going into next fall, I'm gonna pound the pavement and look for even more snowplow accounts than I had this year. I look to grow every year, and financially, I have grown every year. Actually, quite a lot. It's quite astonishing to look back at the numbers of where I started and where I'm at now, even after 3 years. So you can do it. You really can. It's tough, but it's 100% worth it. It's just living the American dream. We live in a free country where we are free to do as we please. And I know several people that they want to start a business, but they're scared to. They don't have the money to. They don't know how to. Well, I'm gonna try to help with that. I'm gonna, like I said, I have an outdoor care business, but I'm gonna let you into my life a little bit on how my business operates. And when it gets right down to the nuts and bolts of it, business is business. Whether you own a window cleaning company or whether you own a snowplow company, it's essentially the brass tacks of it is the same. So I'm going to try to help out with that. So stay tuned for some more videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.